We're back to look at one of the more interesting Seiko 5 sports releases we've seen so far this year. Let's jump in. Welcome back to the channel for Right Time Watches here in Denver, Colorado. Today we're looking a little closer at the Seiko 5 Sports Ultra Guard. This one is a beautiful silver dialed watch, but before we dig into all of its details, we'll invite you to subscribe to the channel so you catch all of our upcoming videos. The watch is 42.5 millimeters in diameter with a 46 millimeter lug-to-lug. It's 13.5 millimeters thick and of course powered by the Seiko 4R36 automatic. The release of this limited edition marks the 55th anniversary of the original broadcast of Ultraseven, a cult classic TV series. The watch design itself is modeled after some of the earliest Seiko 5 models. This one, of course, has modern specifications and carries that Seiko 5 sports theme to it. The watch and packaging is labeled with Ultra Guard Terrestrial Defense Force as a nod to the theme of that television program. I really appreciate this one. It's a little bit out of left field for me, but I know there will be some who really enjoy this limited edition. If you are a fan, however, I highly recommend you take a closer look at this watch because it is a really fun piece of memorabilia that comes in at a great price. The packaging here is pretty well done and features a lot of co-branding between Seiko and the television series. The watch itself is also quite attractive, so if you aren't a fan of the series, you might still give this one a closer look, as it is a quite impressive timepiece. It's not a very colorful watch, but it does all flow together nicely. I really like the way that black bezel looks accented against the silver dial. The hands and the indices make this quite legible, and the strap looks great in connection also. In getting more hands-on with this watch, as always, the quality is top-notch. I really appreciate that the bezel is black on the sides as well as on the front. It does have a nice feel, and it is still a uni-directional dive timing bezel. This watch, like the others in the series, have a push-pull crown, which makes it very easy to set the time on this watch. This watch does have a hacking seconds feature, of course. You're able to move the watch hands in standard fashion. It also has a day date, and you're able to change that day and date using the crown in the first position. This gray nylon NATO strap is a great match for the watch and does say Terrestrial Defense Force on the front side. The buckle is high quality and should treat you well. The caseback on this limited edition is semi-see-through through that red glass. You are able to see the movement underneath there, which is that 4R36. It's also marked with the limited edition status, and of course has this cool silhouette of Ultraseven from the show. This watch isn't just a collector's piece though, it is still quite functional, and that Seiko LumiBrite looks fantastic on this dial. The legibility is top tier in the nighttime. Like all the other watches with this case shape and design, the watch wears amazing. The 46mm lug-to-lug is nice and tidy, so if you've got a small wrist, you can wear it and enjoy it. If you have a large wrist like mine at 8 inches, you are able to still enjoy this timepiece. It looks great and sits nicely on the wrist, and I think the NATO strap is a perfect match from a comfort standpoint and visually. This watch really is a lot of fun, and being a limited edition of 3,400 pieces, it won't be impossible to get your hands on. The price comes in at $410 US, which matches that Seiko 5 category. I think this is a great value for your money and a very interesting and fun watch. This watch really fits the mold that Seiko 5 Sports has been leaning into lately, a cool collaboration and a really attractive wristwatch. If you'd like to purchase this watch or any of our others, please visit us online at righttime.com or give us a call. We're always happy to help. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time at Right Time.